Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rakegal, jumping right back into the Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past Randomizer. This is my open world run that we've been working on. I ended last time finishing the Swamp Palace and getting the Titan's Mint, which is really good for us. We're going to go ahead and... there's like a whole list of things that we can do with that. So we're going to start off by going to Death Mountain. Death Mountain has a couple specific things that we can do. And the main thing that we're going to be looking at is the east side of Death Mountain, the caves. There are 2 caves there. They have, I believe, like 10 treasure chests between them, which is pretty good. And we'll also be able to check what medallion we need for Turtle Rock while we're up there. Now we do need to be very careful if we get up, or when we get up to the top, because the enemies here will murderize me. I think that's right. Yep. Block glitch there. There is a glitch. When you push a block in an overworld cave, you can use the mirror or hook shot. It saves you a lot of time on that previous run. So there's 2 of the treasure chests. I'm basically checking this area because the yeah, we've already got it. Awesome. Yeah, we're basically checking this area because it is fairly dense in treasure, and it's good to just get out of the way. Always do that, and I always hate myself for doing it. And it wasn't worth it. Finally got a bottle. That's actually really nice. And we'll save quit out. We're going to use Sanctuary as our main point here, because we are going to be using the whistle, or the flute rather, to get around. And the priest can fully heal us every time. So unless I'm going back to an area right near Link's house, we're going to use the flute. Next up, we're going to go up here. We're going to go into Dark World, and then we're going to basically be doing a short tour of a bunch of random little things. I guess there's technically some stuff on Northside Hyrule that we could run and do. I think we better do that first. And then we'll come back to Kakariko and do the rest. I just want to get it all out of the way, all at once. We already did that with the dash boots. Pretty sure. Darn. Close. That one's really obnoxious to place. Grab King's Tomb first. We'll go get the one right behind it on the cave wall. Another potion. Nice. Bottles. Bottles are nice. I may refill those with, or at least the B one, with a useful potion. Before we go back to the desert. You know, last episode I spent most of the time complaining about, or I spent a lot of time at least complaining about, bottles, or the lack of bottles in open runs until you get to the end game. Well, I guess that makes me feel a little bit more confident about where I'm going. Okay. We're saving Skullwood specifically because it's one of the easiest things to skip. It's not like it's a huge level, but it's really easy to skip just to do the boss. So we need mirror. We're going to be using hammer and mirror several times here. So we're going to start with Bottle Kid. Sick Kid. You need a bottle to get him to reveal. That was very important. We'll leave him with bees. Kids like bees, right? Okay, next up, we're gonna do the shovel game. We're basically doing the whole west side of Hyrule that opens up from this. Or of Dark World, rather. You gotta do shovel game first, because if you have something following you, you can't do the shovel game. And we're gonna have something follow us the next time we go by. I believe it's between like 3 and 18 shovel loads. I should not have gone and picked that up. That's okay. The only cue you get is the sound, so worth noting. I went the wrong way. Also worth noting. Hit the frog. Come over here. I don't think I did the back cave yet either, so we'll do that while we're here too. I'll take it. Shields are progressive, so I do need that one to get the bigger ones later. Darn it. Tried to shortcut, look what happens. Okay, we are rolling in hearts now, but really need that tunic upgrade at some point. I mean, I ended up doing okay on the last one without it, but... Back cave. Yeah, right now I'm basically hoping for... Actually, what items do I still need? Even. Bow. Bow and a lot of sword upgrades are the things I still need. So kinda, right now we're basically just doing as much of the overworld as we can, because if we start going through, or when we start going through levels, we want to be as concise as possible, because they take the most time. Okay, there's a short route over here. We're gonna do the forest and the ledge that are along the way. We don't go right into the circle because the circle is more likely to cause problems. You're more likely to accidentally phase into something if you do it right next to the bushes. If you do it up here, you're less likely to. That's happened to me a lot. Do you have the shovel? No. There's the last bottle. Just got all of them like back to back to back. That's kind of nice. We should not need more than that to get through. So I'll probably grab a couple blue potions. We've got enough rupees and we're pretty much done with everything, so we don't need to do Palace of Darkness. Yeah. Half magic. Yeah, we're pretty much done with rupees, so at this point, I just realized I don't know where I'm going. I think that's most of the random stuff. So real quick, before we get too far, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna grab Misery Mire, Desert Palace, and the surrounding area next. Also, we need to check what the medallion is, because we may not even be able to get in. In which case, we'll need to pick a different dungeon first, but we'll just go ahead and do this part first. Master Sword, finally. Real quick here, we need bombos to get in, so we can't actually do that yet. We'll still go ahead and do the rest. And we don't have the book, so we can't do the normal way into Desert Palace. The trick here is that you can do this and warp in and get the backside. So we're just gonna dash through this real quick. Big key. Should probably stop and grab the big chest real quick once we're here. There's a chance it is the small key. This is a crystal dungeon, so we need to do it anyway. Awesome, that is the small key, which means we can now go get the rest of them. depending on what we pull, we can determine whether or not we need to get all of the treasure chests on the right side or not. Ideally, we'll get a real item here. Nope. So now we definitely have to do both of those items. Okay, so the good news is there is still a chance that this boss has the Bombos medallion, so we can pop back over and do Misery Mire while we're here. I'm pretty sure we just need the bow. We can do pretty much all the other dungeons. We just need the bow to kill Ganon. So, I mean, there's a chance that the bow's even in Ganon's tower. Pretty sure that it's not needed until then. And as a reminder, I say that because Dark Palace and Eastern Palace are both pendant dungeons. Okay, we're going to use Fire Rod for this fight. I'm going to suck as always, and they're going to do a bunch of short hops and not actually give me the ability to do what I need. Nope. That is neither bow nor bombos. What it is unfortunate. Okay, so that should be 4 crystals. We have to do Turtle Rock, Skull Woods, Misery Mire. Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't want to, but it looks like we have to. We can go to Skull Woods. It's a pretty quick dungeon, so it's not a huge deal, but it's one of my least favorite dungeons, especially without good, especially without a good sword. Gibdos are really nasty. We can just liberally use Fire Rod since we have 4 potions now. And at least we have Master Sword, that's something. We don't have the book, so we can't actually check the inscription while we're here, which is also unfortunate, because I would really like to know whether or not we are going to end up needing to go check that or not. You can read the inscription on the Master Sword pedestal to get a clue as to what item it is. So that is an option. That item is always a small key. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. It should always be a small key, because you can fall directly into this room and it is locked. I mean, I guess technically they could force you to save quit out, but I believe that goes against the logic. Okay, so we're gonna pop out. can't do the bomb jump for that. There's a way that you can cross it with bombs. Bomb jumps are one of the tricks I've never been able to pull off. Quake is not Bombos, sadly. Okay, so that should be it for that. We're actually good to go. There's another key there, we don't need it. That was terrible menuing. We'll start down here. I will forget which way to go. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I already knew what that was, and I should have been paying more attention. The compass and the map were the only two items left, so we should have been able to skip that. Because there are only two items in this area. One of them is the boss, which we obviously need to do regardless. Okay, my basic plan right now is to hopefully skip this room. Toss a fireball at the Skibdo. Get chased hopelessly. Chug a potion. This boss takes a ton of damage from the fire rod and not much else, so... Come on. There we go. A lot of those hits didn't end up actually counting, because if you hit the enemy over the spike wall on the outside, because of the way the game treats it, it doesn't count as them getting hit. The game made them immune to spikes, so they kind of have this weird thing where even though it doesn't show them blinking, they still count as getting hit every time they go over a spike. So if you hit them into the spikes, there's a chance that they will not take the damage. Well then. That's rather unfortunate, because that was the other dungeon that I have access to right now. Unless I have to do Turtle Rock first. Or if I need to do I want to do Turtle Rock or do I want to try the other ones? Let's just go do... We'll do Dark and Eastern real quick. See if we get the item we need there. I really don't want to do Turtle Rock out of order. Turtle Rock is best last because otherwise you have to climb Death Mountain twice. And I'm not sure if I end up having to go back down here anyway, it's going to be way worse. Now if I end up wasting my time, that's a whole different story, but especially since I need the bow, and the required item for this for these dungeons is the bow. I also don't have the lamp, so the chances of finding the bow and the lamp are decent around this area. Which actually, now that I think about it, I definitely want the lamp before I do. Honestly, Turtle Rock and Misery Mire have dark sections that are really nasty. I might be able to pull off the Turtle Rock platform area without the lamp. And that's only because I finally got the pattern down for it. I'm doing this one first because it is the first level. It is not made for you to have all the items I do. It'll probably go a lot faster. And I can do the dark area if I need to. If you have the hook shot, skip a couple rooms over there and get a worthless item. I'm trying to think if there are other areas that I never got around to going back to. I'm pretty sure I didn't do sewer. Yeah, I haven't done sewer still, but I don't have the lamp, so that kind of puts a damper on that. Come on, anything. I was really hoping that was the compass. Or that was not the map or compass, because if it wasn't, that meant the two treasure chests left were the map and the compass, respectively. There we go. Now, technically, the logic should not require anything to be in this area. Yeah. I don't have the bow, so I'm not gonna try the other dark area. Because there's no point right now. And there are 3 sections that require the bow in this, or no, 2 sections that, yeah, no, 3. 3 areas that require the bow in this dungeon. So and a couple that require the lamp. So we will probably not get very far, but it's worth double checking real quick. Probably would be faster to warp back with the mirror for that. I hadn't thought of that. Oh well. Big key. Back here. We'll pop down this way. And then we'll do the cut across this way. Should be one key for this door. We'll need to get lucky and get a second one in the basement area. Or right here. Book of Mudora. That could actually be the key we were missing. One key. Come on. This should be the other treasure chest. Like, we can see the outline basically. It's like right there. There we go. No? There we go. You have now seen the extent of the rooms I know how to do in the dark. Crap. I meant it. I wonder if you could light the torches in this room. Probably not. Shouldn't require anything that doesn't need the torch, but there's also a chance that like the lantern will be like behind one of the medallion pedestals now that we've got Book of Mudora. I'm going to guess by my random spray and pray that I was not successful in lighting a torch, and that you actually need the lantern for this. That's interesting. So, we've got something worthwhile at least. I'll do a quick pop around to those areas. Apparently she does not refill magic for you. Better safe than sorry. We'll start with this one. We're basically just doing a quick run through of to grab the two, basically the places where you got Bombos and Ether in the original game. And then we'll probably run up and check the Master Sword pedestal. We also haven't done Spike Cave, which is also in the same neck of the woods. So that'll be kind of a good trip. That is not Bombos. I also needed to be in Light World. So we're gonna run up and get Ether. We're gonna hop back down and get, or do Spike Cave. Then we'll check Lost Woods. And if all else fails, we will go to Turtle Rock. And I will be grumpy. But we will do it. Nope. I'm trying to think of what else I could be forgetting. I'm sure that there are other random ones. I don't think you can do the bumper cave with the Cane of Burna. Otherwise I would have tried that. We'll start with this. May actually just be able to do this full. We have enough hearts, yeah. The path there is intentional. You can technically do it with, or generally you use Cane of Burna or the Cape to get over some of the spikes without taking as much damage. There are 8 hearts there to collect, so you want to take 8 hearts worth of damage and then use the magic the rest of the way. If you have enough hearts to just take damage, when you do a safe quit, you don't refill your magic. When you... so by just taking damage, we get to basically save ourselves from not fully recharging. And I believe we should be able to do this. We know this can't be the bow, but it can be Bombos or nope, just 3 bombs. So yeah, looks like we do need to do Turtle Rock. Great. Turtle Rock with the Master Sword is probably my favorite thing. I mean, the other option is Ice Palace, and it's not like the other two dungeons. Yeah. It's possible that it's Ice Palace. I'm not gonna say it's not. I don't know if this is actually the fastest way, but we're gonna do it anyway. The good news is I have a ton of potions. So Trinex should be doable, despite Master Sword. I've had problems with Trinex fights before, especially with low swords, so... And usually it's because I run out of magic. And at that point you are just done. Very rare you get a seed where you can't do Turtle Rock, or where you have to do Turtle Rock not last. So this is unfortunate, but I think I prefer it over running Ice Palace and then this. If I happened to forget something else, that's my fault. Technically, I should get the lamp before we get to the end, though. Unless the lamp is somewhere obvious that I missed. Hey, it's the bow. So now part of me is wondering if the bow is right there and that the lamp is back in one of the other palaces. Because that's totally a thing this game can do. Always save those for on the way out to preserve magic. One of the big tricks I've learned with this particular dungeon, it's very dependent on you managing your magic resources well, especially if you like to use it a lot for things like that. I hate this room. Let's do Boomerang. I hate that room. Okay, we're just gonna keep... We'll just do a save and continue. I'm not gonna bother refilling health. I'll take a death over wasting potions at this point. Crap. Still hate this room. 5 seconds has not changed that. Okay. There's the health fill we needed. We're gonna do both cycles through this, just to make sure, even though we have, I believe we have the big key. Do we have the big key? Yeah, we already have the big key. If you already have all the stuff, you can one cycle this instead of going through both of them. It's totally not worth it for us to do that. I hate that eye in particular. We also don't have the mirror shield or anything, so yeah, that's always kind of annoying. Magic. We already have full health. And we have the bow now, so we can actually get the rest of this, the second treasure. There's a hidden treasure on a walkway later, which is coming up here, actually. Which is one of the things that I barely knew about from the original game. By barely, I mean didn't. We don't have the ice rod. Oh my gosh, I hate everything. I hate everything. Okay. We're just gonna do as much as we can. If I need to mirror out and redo part of it, I'll do it. There's a good chance we'll still find the ice rod. There's an equally good chance that it's buried in the end of Dark Palace. We're Eastern. That was one arrow. That was not actually helpful. Compass. Those two rooms are the other things you can skip. The big room and the outside. Probably should have just done that in the first place. Oh well. I forgot how little you can see with this. That was the wrong way. I don't know where I'm going now. I thought I could do this. I was wrong. This is terrible. I held the wrong way starting out. Or I started out going the wrong way, rather. Hey, I did it! Maybe it wasn't such a terrible mistake after all. It was just a kind of terrible mistake. We're gonna not take the risk here. We're gonna make a checkpoint for ourselves. Not that I'm expecting to die horribly repeatedly here, but I frequently die horribly and repeatedly here. I am taking the Leroy Jenkins approach to the rest of this room. That was fun. We should do it again sometime. There's a full magic potion in the next room. Or not the very next room, but the one after that. Will be good. Only downside is I don't get to get a fairy here. Which is really a minor inconvenience in the big scheme of things. Especially since I'm going to need to use a potion. Like, there is very little... Oh wait, I still don't have Ice Rod. What am I doing? What am I doing? That was really crap. I should have gone and just done those dungeons right away. We've got the bow. Let's just go run and do. We'll finish the other two dungeons. I'm already halfway through both of them. Oh crap, I still don't have... What am I missing? I have the cape now. Let's do that real quick. We'll do Bumper Cave. I didn't ever check Bumper Cave. I should have probably done that. What else should I check? I mean, it almost has to be Ice Temple or Darkness or... Yeah, but I don't have... Okay, the lantern has to be somewhere still that's out on the overworld. Or something. I guess it could be Ice Temple. I don't think Ice Temple has dark rooms. And I have everything I need for that. I could get like Bombos and the lantern there or something. Either that or I'm missing something that should be obvious to me. Because those other two both have dark rooms, and the game logic should prevent that from being a thing. So it looks like we're doing all the dungeons anyway. Great. At least we've got a bunch of potions and a fire rod. And half magic. Half magic goes a long way here. So I guess we're doing a full clear of Ice Palace. We've already just finished full clear on Turtle Rock, which we're gonna have to redo. This is not going to be my best time by any means. Lantern. So the next question is, with Lantern in hand, do I go back and do Dark Palace? Or do I keep going on this? That was only the first room. I mean, I could save myself a lot of time if it's Dark and Eastern that have the item I'm looking for. At least we've got staff. I hate this. Okay, we're gonna do the obvious, easy things first. We have Lantern. So I'm even gonna go a step beyond all of that. We're gonna start off with the very easiest Lantern item in the game. We're gonna rescue the old man. We're gonna rescue the old man, and we're gonna go into the sewer. Because we haven't actually done that yet. And those are both way faster than finishing any dungeons. That's the tempered sword. Reaching a point of mild frustration. This one's just push, isn't it? I think the other treasure chest is gonna be easier to get from the other direction. And it should be a key. No. No, there should be 2 locked doors. There's a key in between. No, that's right. Apparently you can't go back that way. Finding Bombos and /or the ice rod. And then we're gonna boss rush the last couple areas. Before that, I'm probably going to take a break. Like, after this. Unless I think of something else earth-shattering that I forgot. Okay, this should have... There's the other key. Just what I was not thinking about. So it might actually still be an item. So we want to go this way. This area is all lamplit, so we wouldn't have been able to do this until just now. I mean, we could have, but... There's the second one. So that's both the keys, which means that this treasure chest is an item. It's a heart container. I mean, I guess the good news is I do know where what other items I need, or where the other areas are that I can check at least. The problem is it's all of the non-crystal dungeons. So I'm gonna stop here for a little bit. We're gonna come back in and do a bunch of a bunch of pendant dungeons apparently. I thought I was in the clear with the Master Sword pedestal being cleared, but apparently that's not the case. So, we'll do probably Palace Darkness next time. Give me a like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Check out the other content on my channel and do the same. Leave any questions or suggestions you've got in the comments. And as always, have a good one.